Hey, it's Mr. Burns here with another installment of Mr. Burns Flip videos. Today we're going to talk about the 9-box chart, which I understand it has more than 9 boxes. It's probably got like 20 or something, or 16. I don't know how many boxes it has, but it has more than 9. But I call it the 9-box chart because you'll see that there are 3 levels of government on the left side, 3 branches of government on the top. 3 times 3 is 9, so we've got the 9-box chart, even if it doesn't add to that. Okay. All right. I'm going to make this a presentation here like this. All right. Maybe I'll move my little head over onto this side. All right. So we're going to go onto this page. So this, you should have handout number 3 out in front of you. And handout number 3 is going to look like this. It's going to have your 3 branches across the top and your 3 levels across the bottom. The national level is on top because it is the superior or supreme level. Anything that the national government does, the states and local governments must follow. If the national government doesn't have a say in something, it gives that power to the states. It's called a reserved power. And then the states can determine what they divide up into state and local issues. All right. So across the top, if you want to do 3 different colors, because you like to color code things, you might want to do red, blue, and green, because that's the colors that I chose for this this presentation. Okay, so you have handout number 3 in front of you. You're going to go down each column. You can see the preview of what's going to come next over here. All right, so at the national level of government, the legislative branch, which by the way, legislative branch is Unit 5 content. So right now we're in Unit 4. So you'll have to kind of know a little bit about this for Unit 4, but Unit 5 is going to be focused on the whole legislative branch. So you need to know that. You have the U.S. Congress is our national government, and their job is to make the laws for our country. That's what they spend most of their time doing, writing laws, debating about laws, voting on laws, coming up with new ideas for laws, talking to constituents, and so on. It's made up into 2 parts that we've talked about several times throughout the year. The House of Representatives based on population, the Senate based on 2 per state. It's 435 members of the House and 100 members of the Senate currently. Okay. Going down, in Virginia, our government is similar. It's structured similarly. Ours is called the General Assembly, and it is made up of 2 parts, the House of Delegates, which has 100 members, and the Virginia Senate, which has 40 members. And they do the same thing. They make laws for the state and policies for the state. And going down, Fairfax County and then Fairfax City are 2 examples at the local level. So you have the Board of Supervisors of Fairfax County, which I believe has 11 members. And then the city council would be at like a city or a town. You might have a town council like in Vienna or in the downtown area of the mean streets of Clifton. However, they only have like 7 members, maybe 9, depending on the city or town. Okay, and they take care of local policies, local ordinances, local issues, local budget, things of that nature. Okay, that'll be Unit 5. We'll combine Unit 4, which we're doing now, and Unit 5 into 1 test. We'll have a quiz on Unit 4, vocab and content. We'll have a quiz on Unit 5, vocab and content, and then we'll have a test at the end with a retake opportunity. All right. Executive branch is going to be Unit 6, and that's going to be in blue up here. So at the national executive level is the president, the vice president, the cabinet, and this word called bureaucracy. That's basically all the people that work for the cabinet departments and all the agencies. There are 15 cabinet departments and even more agencies than that work to enforce laws, take laws and turn them into action. This is how you follow a law. If you break a law, these are the consequences. This is what will happen to you. These are procedures. All right. At the state level, going down the middle, right in the middle of the state level of the executive branch, we have a governor, a lieutenant governor. We also have an attorney general. Now, there's an attorney general up here, but it's part of the cabinet. The attorney general is listed separately here because we elect this person in Virginia as opposed to being selected by the president to join the cabinet. There is also a cabinet, a little bit smaller, a few less departments in Virginia. And then there's also a state bureaucracy down in Richmond. All right. We have our leader at the county level is called the county executive. This person is chosen and elected by the Board of Supervisors. Right? And then we have in the city level, in like Fairfax City or in City of Alexandria, they have a mayor as opposed to a county executive. And again, their job is to enforce the local laws and be that law-abiding executive branch in the city or town level. All right, over on the right, we have a couple of acronyms here. The first one is SAD. So you have U.S. Supreme Court, U.S. Appeals Court, and U.S. District Court. These are the 3 federal courts. If you commit a federal crime, break a federal law, your case will start in the district court. And if you lose, you want to appeal, you go to the appeals court. And if you lose at the appeals level, you can ask the Supreme Court to listen to it. They only listen to about 1% of the cases that can present to them. They can pick and choose which cases that might have a national impact or set a new precedent on a law. All right, and then down here you got your SACGJ. I like Seinfeld, so I do Seinfeld and Costanza got jumped. You like Family Guy? Stewie and Chris got jumped. Whichever you want to do, I don't know. But these are the 5 courts at the state local level, which are kind of combined in a one court system. You have Virginia Supreme, Appeals, Circuit. This is going to hear felony cases the first time, or appeals from the General District Court. General District Court is like your traffic court or your misdemeanors. No jury at that trial. That's just a bench trial with a judge. These are your more minor crimes. And part of the juvenile domestic relations is part of the General District. This is where you're going to hear cases under 18, or you might hear family situation, custody battles, things of that nature. Okay, that's your 9-box chart. Right now, do you need to memorize it? No. It's going to be very helpful, though, to help you organize the unit and how the unit works. Okay? You do need to know right now that we have 3 branches of government. We have 3 levels of government, with the national level being supreme. You need to know that the legislative branch makes laws, the executive branch enforces laws, and the laws are interpreted by the judicial branch. Let's eat jelly beans. That's the way to remember the order. This is Article 1 of the Constitution, Article 2 of the Constitution, and Article 3 of the Constitution. All right, just going through the PowerPoint. Here is a little breakdown of how Fairfax County government is organized. So, just to show that we have the Board of Supervisors here, and the Board of Supervisors elects a county executive, and these are all the little departments here. And you got the executive branch, just kind of went through that. And there's a judicial branch, and we just kind of talked about all those courts. So there's the court systems. All right, this is going to be a really helpful tool for your SOL, for your unit test, to help you get organized and understand the different levels and different branches. When we get to, let's go back. Again, like I said, Unit 5 and 4 are going to be combined into one test, and then Executive and Judicial, Unit 6 and Unit 7 will be combined into one test. Quiz with the vocab, quiz with vocab, and then a test. So there'll be opportunity for some retakes there. These tests probably won't be till the 3rd quarter. We're basically going to spend between now and maybe like the end of February, beginning of March on the branches of government and the Constitution. Okay? And then we'll start economics not till March. All right, if you have questions, let me know. You should have recorded the notes on number 3. Do not do the back of number 3 right now, because that will be for a future lesson. All right, have a great day. Thank you for joining me.